The first thing that I've noticed amongst young men is that they don't know how to talk to women. I'm not here to tell you how to get game, how to riz a woman up. Okay, I've been through that phase. As you can see right here.
Excuse me, do you like my watch?
What was that?
Do you like my watch?
Yeah.
What's the difference between you and my watch?
I don't know.
You look better on my arm.
Yeah. Okay, I've been through that phase. I've done my fair share of rizzing and trying to game women up on Tinder, on Bumble, on the dating apps, doing the cold approaches for videos, the public interviews, all of that. I've had various opportunities to work on this skill. And what I found is that it doesn't really lead anywhere because it's not an efficient strategy.
Hey, can I get your number real quick?
No.
Cold approaching is generally not an efficient strategy. I'm going to give you a little lesson in sales and marketing, which will not only help you with women, but will help you with your business. The same lack of knowledge that's keeping you single is the same lack of knowledge that's keeping you broke. So if you can fix these few principles right here, then you can solve pretty much all of these problems at once. So I've been watching a lot of videos from Alex Hormozy and Myron Golden as of late, and I've learned that sales and marketing come down to a few key principles, and those are positioning, products, and selling the outcome rather than the journey. Now, here's the thing. Okay, if you're talking to a woman, the first aspect of that is positioning. I suspect that a lot of men, they're looking for a one-size-fits-all solution for talking to women, and it doesn't work like that.
You gonna let me get your number real quick?
I have a boyfriend. Thank you.
Don't let a boyfriend stop you from finding a husband.
You see, everything in life is about positioning. You have to target a certain group, a certain demographic, but in order to do that, you have to know who you are. A lot of men don't want to do the inner work to figure out who they are before they can figure out what type of woman best suits them and then aim for that type of woman. You can't get around this. You're going to have to do the inner work. And it might take you some years. It might take you even a decade. But guess what? That decade will pass whether you do the inner work or not.
A friend of mine once told me, healing isn't a linear process. In my mind, I knew what she meant. There will be good days, and there will be bad days. But knowing something is not the same as feeling something. The journey of self-love isn't always easy. Some days you'll wake up feeling down. You search for the light, but it's nowhere to be found. Anxiety creeps in the darkness.
So by doing the inner work and learning more about who you are, you can use your time to effectively figure out what type of woman best suits you and then aim only for those types of women. Now, I'm going to talk later on in this video about what constitutes a high quality woman because I think a lot of young men need to understand that as well. But in the meantime, understand that you need to position yourself in a way that is more conducive to finding the type of woman that is best suited for you. And a great way to do that is by doing the things that you love to do as often as you possibly can. You see, if you like rock climbing or hiking, you should be doing that because if you do that as much as you can, the chances are you're going to find somebody doing that thing. It might be a woman, or maybe you find a friend who knows a girl who's also into that. You never know. But you need to give yourself as many opportunities as possible. If you believe that love is about luck, then you also need to understand that luck is when opportunity meets preparation. And of course, being prepared is about doing the inner work, but you can also create more opportunities for yourself by putting yourself in position to meet people who have things in common with you already, instead of spending that time walking around college campuses, talking to women there that you really have nothing in common with.
You kind of cute, so I'm trying to get your number real quick. I'm trying to make friends out here. So like, what you thinking?
Now, the next aspect of sales and marketing is having a good quality product. Now, a lot of men have varying ideologies about what constitutes a good product in the eyes of a woman. What I've found in my experience is that if you maximize who you are in all aspects. Okay, so that means physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, etc. If you can maximize all of these things or maximize your potential capacity in all of these areas, then you will quickly find yourself in a position where more people will be attracted to you. Simply put. Now, a great way to maximize your physical appearance, for example, is by taking care of your skin. And that brings me to Tej Hanley, the sponsor of today's video. Tej Hanley helps men start and maintain a skincare routine by simplifying the entire process. Honestly, it's the best skincare system for guys like you and me. I recommend that you start with their level 1 skincare system, which comes with all of the basics. A daily face wash to get rid of the dirt and grime on your skin. A 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of dead skin cells. An AM moisturizer with SPF 20 because you should always be protecting your skin from the sun. And a PM moisturizer to help your skin stay hydrated and healthy throughout the night. My favorite part about Tej Hanley is that every box comes with an instruction card that tells you when to use each product, how much of each product to use, and in what order to use each product. They really make the process of achieving and maintaining amazing skin easy. Their products have made my skin look and feel better than ever, but you don't just have to take my word for it, because they have over 7,000 5-star reviews on their website from satisfied customers from all around the globe. In addition to amazing skin, members of Tej Hanley get tons of benefits, including at least 20% off the retail price, the ability to customize your own box, exclusive monthly deals, the ability to pause or cancel at any time, and free US shipping. And because Tej Hanley is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers, which is you, an amazing deal. Just click the first link in the description or the pinned comment of this video and get 30% off your first box and a free gift. The free gift being either the Tej Hanley towel or the Tej Hanley dot bag, my personal favorite. Click the link down below and get started today. And that, my friend, is sales and marketing. Now, all of that being said, you have to understand that for any one woman, looks, money, or status, anything that you think matters to a woman only matters probably half as much as you think it does, if that. Okay, being a good-looking person will help you, for sure. But that's not the only thing that women look for. That might get you through the door in some cases, but it will not keep you in the room. And I think a lot of men, they believe that looks in particular will get them as many women as they want because that's what they think about women. They are only looking for looks in women, therefore they assume that women are only looking for looks in men. This is the second big mistake that I see a lot of young men making. They prioritize looks over personality. Now, I have a quick little story to tell you. So, a couple of weeks ago, I was talking to one of my friends, and this is a friend who I respect and admire very, very greatly. This is somebody that I look up to, and I don't look up to that many people, especially in my age range, but I look up to this man. And on this particular day, we were talking about a potential dating prospect that he was becoming familiar with, and I asked him to show me a picture of her, and he was embarrassed to show me a picture. Now, I'm not trying to put my friend on blast. I'm using him as an example because I believe that a lot of men, myself in the past at one point as well, a lot of men, they think more in terms of who will impress their friends or who they will look good with, rather than who they will enjoy spending time with.
So you're looking for like a gym to go to?
Nah, but I am looking for your number.
Well, you can
let me
see
get
me
that real
at
quick?
the gym.
Huh?
You can see me at the gym. You join.
Yeah, give me your number. We can go to the gym together.
Now look, I'm not here to tell you to completely disregard looks. Physical attraction is an important aspect of any relationship, any romantic relationship anyways, unless one or both parties are visually impaired. But looks cannot be the end-all be-all if you want a successful and fulfilling relationship. They just can't be, because you don't live with their looks. You live with their personality. You see their looks and you adapt to their looks, but the personality is what you spend time with. That is what you are investing yourself into. You're not investing yourself into their looks. You're investing yourself into their personality, into who they are. By the way, when he showed me a picture of this girl, she wasn't even bad looking. But even if she wasn't a good looking girl, even if she was a 1 out of 10 in the looks department, it doesn't matter what I think. It does not matter what I think about who he's going out with. It doesn't matter what he thinks about who I'm going out with. It doesn't matter what anybody thinks about who you're going out with. If they don't think that your girlfriend looks good, then hey, that's great, because that means that you're not going to have a bunch of men lusting over your girlfriend. Granted, a lot of men probably downplay the physical appearance of other people's girlfriends because they're jealous and they're single. You'll never see somebody in a happy relationship doing that. That's besides the point. You need to understand that looks are only one component of the experience of being with a person. They're only one component. And until you can understand that and also let go of the need to impress your friends or impress your followers or even your parents with the girl that you're with, then you're going to be single for a very long time. You're going to be single for a very long time because you don't have your priorities straight. You're focused on what other people are thinking rather than what you're feeling. And once you find out that nobody is really thinking about your relationship anyways, now you realize that you've really been wasting your time trying to impress people who don't care. Because ultimately, you're the one that's dating the woman. They're not the ones who are dating the woman. It doesn't matter what they think. It doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks. You're the one who's dating the woman. Find a woman who you think looks good, but more importantly, find a woman that you want to spend time with. When you see a woman and when you start interacting with a woman, approach it with the understanding that this could be the person that you see and talk to every single day for the rest of your natural life on this earth. And once you think about that, once you put it into that context, suddenly you'll start to filter out these options very, very quickly. And you'll realize that the looks really don't matter nearly as much as you think they do. They do matter somewhat, but they're not the end-all be-all. And they most certainly are not the end-all be-all for a high-quality woman. Now, what constitutes a high-quality woman? A couple of weeks ago, I was watching a video from Alex and Layla Hormozy. In the video, Alex Hormozy was explaining how in a time where things were very, very uncertain and he didn't really have any semblance of security, particularly in the financial sense, for his immediate and foreseeable future, he would be going, I think, $3,000 into debt every single day to start his new business. And he was living with his girlfriend's parents, so on and so forth. He said that in that time of uncertainty, she doubled down on their relationship. Instead of leaving him, which he did give her the opportunity to do, guilt-free, by the way, he told her, hey, I understand if you would leave me right now, I would probably leave myself right now too. She doubled down on the relationship, and now they've built a multi-million-dollar business together. That's a high-quality woman. I actually have a pretty similar story with my girlfriend. A lot of people don't know this. So me and my girlfriend, we got together officially on November 10th, 2022. November 10th for me, November 11th for her, because different time zones. But that's besides the point. So we got together in November, and that was right around the time that I fully committed to selling all of my belongings and moving into my car full-time in Los Angeles. So last night was my very first night actually stealth camping in a real urban environment. You guys won't be able to see out of the window because it's all fogged up. But I stayed in this parking lot in Long Beach, California. Believe me when I tell you that I was very, very uncertain. There was a sense of relief from leaving the stresses of my old life behind, but there was also a great deal of uncertainty because I was moving into uncharted territory, the likes of which I had never even flirted with in the past. So in knowing this, I remember I was having a conversation with my girlfriend over the phone, and I don't remember exactly what I told her, but I remember what she told me. And this right here became the defining moment. As a matter of fact, no, this was before we even got together. So this was probably in the months leading up to me making that transition. And this is definitely before, like I said, we even became boyfriend and girlfriend. She told me, if it came down to it, I would sleep at the bottom of the dumpster with you. Me thinking about that just a couple of weeks ago, I sat here in my room and I thought about that, and I actually cried. That's the first time that I've cried in a while, because I realized in that moment, just looking back on her level of conviction and commitment to me and my story and my journey with all of its ups and downs, I realized how blessed I actually am. And I realized that the type of love that I always believed in, even when I had people in my comment sections telling me that women are hypergamous and all of these different sentiments, these limiting beliefs that people projected onto me that I even started to believe myself after a while, I realized that that belief that I had deep down was always right. It was always true. There is a woman out there. There are multiple women out there who will ride along with you for the journey. They don't wait for you at the finish line. They're there to pick you up when you fall down and when you feel like you can't go any further. And I've had a lot of moments like that over these last months, or really this past year and some change. Really, these past 5 years since I even met my girlfriend back in November of 2018, before I started YouTube.
We actually met on YouTube on somebody else's channel. I just so happened to put my Snapchat in the comment section of somebody's video, and from what I recall, she was the only person that added me.
I've had a lot of moments like that, and she has really helped me get through those moments. That is a high quality woman. But why is she willing to follow me through my tumultuous journey with all of its ups and downs and ebbs and flows? Well, the reason why is because of the third principle of sales and marketing, which I mentioned earlier, which is selling the outcome, not just the journey. Now, having her by my side as I traverse all of my life's obstacles and triumphs and everything in between has been really, really amazing. And part of her commitment and willingness to ride along with me on this journey is, of course, her just being a genuinely good and empathetic person who doesn't necessarily value the material items and the social status and all of these other things that some of these women value. But also, if I didn't have a vision for our lives, then she would have no reason to follow me. Now, that's not to say that she would just break up with me or anything, but at the end of the day, she knows and she sees the potential that I have. And she also understands that I am actually willing to see to it that this potential is actualized. And that's a masculine trait. That's a trait which is very, very masculine, and masculinity is ultimately synonymous with leadership and accountability. And if you want to be a good leader in your relationship, then you have to be willing to sell them on the outcome of your life, of your lives together, with the conviction that can only be found when you truly believe in what you're saying.
I feel like that light's making me white as hell.
You are white as hell. What do you mean? Here, just do one, like, kiss me on the cheek.